So tip number 6 is to prepare internally for the live negotiation. This has been studied multiple times in the negotiation industry. The best way to set yourself up for success in the external negotiation is to prepare internally for it. So don't skip the internal negotiation prep stage. Some tips on how to prepare internally. I like to use a time blocking method, which is just, all it means is block time off on your calendar to focus on this contract. When there are complex clauses, it's really hard for the multitasking to really get you anywhere. And we all have like multiple screens and multiple contracts open, but block time off so that you don't have distractions and really focus and understand not only the contract as it's currently in its current state, but also the history of the red lines, the history of the negotiations, look up the parties, who they are, who's emailing you, what's their name, who are they on LinkedIn, and really try to understand the full story. And then you want to do that internal prep with your internal clients and stakeholders. I can't tell you how many times I've been on a negotiation call where I can tell the counterparty did not prep with their internal client. How can I tell? Because they're talking over one another and they're saying inconsistent things. So maybe the salesperson says, yeah, sure, no problem, while their attorney is saying, absolutely not, we cannot do that. We have never done that before. So they're talking over each other, they're being inconsistent, and it's just disorganized. This damages your negotiation power. If you want to show up as the leader and you want to take charge and you want to really set yourself up for success in the negotiation call, prep with your internal clients, really have a good understanding of who's going to talk and when. And sometimes what I'll do is I'll even have an internal Teams chat with my internal clients and stakeholders where we can talk about things, and I can say, do you want to take this one, or should I continue to push, or do you want me to back off on this, so that we're staying connected all the time throughout the call. You can also benchmark industry standards. I know a lot of people are, use this argument of this is industry standard or that's not industry standard. What does industry standard mean? It's like sometimes feels kind of made up, right? You can benchmark industry standard not only by using, there are some third-party benchmarking companies like TermScout. They benchmark contractual clauses pre and post negotiation, but you can benchmark with previous agreements that your company has signed for similar deals. You can benchmark by reaching out to your community, reach out to contract nerds, reach out to me, reach out to colleagues and ask them, have you seen this before? Have you done this before? And try to understand what industry standard is before you go into the negotiation, because otherwise when the other side says this is industry standard, you're not going to know whether it is or not. Jessica, I see you nodding your head. Thoughts on the internal prep?
No, 100%. And I want you to get through your content, but I hate the term industry standard. So I always try to define what I mean by industry standard.
Yeah.
So love it.
Yes. You will have this negotiation, this deck. So I'm not going to go over my steps, but this lists out my personal steps for how I prepare for the negotiation. Attorneys, be careful with internal red lines versus external red lines, and not to send out your internal comments to external parties because of attorney-client privilege.